All right, guys, this one's gonna be a little bit more of a serious video. Just getting right to the point here. So the reason why you should be not starting Amazon FBA businesses, why you should stop doing this and do this instead. So what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, or what I'm doing, instead of just starting an Amazon FBA business, to make sure that you guys give yourself the best chance to succeed and make money online, of course. But first, if anybody that doesn't know me, my name is Cameron James. I've been selling Amazon going on 5 years now. I started over 50 plus private label products on Amazon and have multiple 6 and 7 figure accounts for my first product. And my first account did 1.3 million in my first year selling. So I've been doing this full time for a long time. And yeah, so I just want to share something that's been on my mind for a while now, something that I think is a better opportunity than an Amazon FBA business, and why everybody should stop just building Amazon FBA businesses, okay? So what I see and what I think is going on is that we can't just throw products up on Amazon and it work anymore, okay, right? 2015, 2016, throw a crappy yoga mat up there with crappy photos and expect it to work. No, even if we find an opportunity like that where the market on Amazon is completely untouched, where we're the only one in there, eventually we're gonna get suffocated out. Other people using software are gonna see that we're doing massive amounts of volume, that we're selling a crap ton in a particular niche that we found that our hard work put in, and they're eventually going to copy us, okay? And then it's going to get saturated. Our price points are going to get down. They're going to eat our margin away, and all of a sudden, this niche we're making 30 grand a month in, all of a sudden has 50 new competitors that are half our price now, and we're just getting swallowed whole, and the whole business is dead, okay? So this is why we just can't start an Amazon FBA business. It has to be more than this, okay? And this is what I'm going to get into is we can't be thinking of just filling a hole on Amazon anymore. We need to be thinking about creating a real brand, creating a real product, creating a private label business, creating an e-commerce brand business, not an Amazon FBA business, okay? So Amazon FBA should be a tool, should be a cash flow tool to get market awareness, to get your first customers, to bring in cash for your company, then ultimately build a brand on Amazon and build a brand off of Amazon. That way, no one can come after us, right? If we have brand awareness and our private label product, our e-commerce product, and our company has customers that love us, they're going to pay full price for that, even though there's competitors at half price, okay? So yes, we can find a great product, a great niche on Amazon that's untouched, but in 6 months, we'll enjoy the fruits of that labor for 6 months and make money. But after 6 months, most likely it's going to die if we don't think bigger than just Amazon FBA, okay? Or just think about just starting a generic product on Amazon FBA, okay? So I don't want to start a business that lasts for only 6 months, okay? I want to start a business that I can build upon for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, maybe 10 years down the road. That's going to give me consistent cash flow month after month. It's something that I can potentially sell later. It's something I can automate without having to look over my back every 10 seconds to see if there's any new competitors trying to eat away my margins on Amazon. So the way you should be framing this in your business is you're not starting an Amazon FBA business. And I'll tell you what the timeline looks like, okay? So what should you focus on first? I'm going to get into that. But we should be focusing more on building a brand, building an e-commerce business, not an Amazon FBA business. And we're still using Amazon FBA, okay? Don't get me wrong. We're still using Amazon FBA. Let me tell you why we're still starting with Amazon FBA. One, Amazon has a huge customer base, right? Millions and millions and millions of customers. Guess what? If there's some no-name brand product on Amazon, people still buy it. If it has enough reviews, if it's ranked high enough in organic search, the price point's okay, they still buy it. Why? They buy it because they trust Amazon. They know if something goes wrong, Amazon's going to tuck them in at night, give them a refund, and give them a kiss on the forehead, and give them a warm glass of milk, and everything's going to be just fine. That's why they buy no-name products on Amazon. Okay, say you take that same product that you say this is the product you just started, right? It's a no-name, right? No one knows what this is. It's your first product. You don't have a brand awareness yet. You don't have a brand in general yet. And say you take that same product that's getting sales on Amazon because no one cares that, that product on there is branded. Say we take that to a website, right? Your first website you ever made, it has no traffic. Okay, guess how much money it's going to take for you to get your first sales on that website? Ignore grandma, getting into her penny book and buying your first product, but more getting into, actually getting real customers that you didn't just shovel this to them and say, hey, can you please buy my product, right? So to get those first customers, it's going to cost tens and tens of thousands of dollars. Why? Because no one knows that website. No one trusts you yet. You're going to have to learn how to run Facebook ads. You're going to learn how to, build brand awareness. You're going to learn how to, do YouTube ads or Instagram ads or Pinterest ads. And when that first person comes to your store, they're probably not going to buy. They don't trust you. This is the first time they've ever seen your ad, you've seen your product. It's going to take 5 to 6 ads and then seeing you over and over again on social media to actually buy your product. That's going to cost tens and tens of thousands of dollars to acquire your first customers when you're brand freaking new on a website. Okay. So this is why we skip that step. It just costs too much money to get that awareness and get that going. So what we do instead is we hop on Amazon. Okay. We hop that product on Amazon because they don't care about the brand, because Amazon tucks them in at night. They keep them cozy. We use our strategies and our knowledge, which is where kind of I come in, and where, I've been really had a lot of luck and a lot of success getting this done. But knowing how Amazon works, knowing how the algorithm works, knowing how SEO works, knowing how to advertise, how to boost your rankings, get more reviews, we can then push ourselves up in Amazon, and their millions of customers will buy our product, and they don't care about brand. So instead of paying tens of thousands of dollars for customers, we're just learning Amazon and getting on there first to acquire our first customers, essentially, right? So they buy our product. Eventually, the people who keep buying our product or really like it, they're going to get to know our brand just through Amazon, which is not the main point, but it's just kind of a bonus that we start to move volume. What really matters is we don't have to pay tens of thousands of dollars to acquire our first customers. And guess what? We're getting cash flow. We're using Amazon's system to get into those millions of customers, and we're getting sales. We're making money. We're making a lot of money. Okay. So yes, we're using Amazon FBA as our first tool for our e-commerce business, but it's not an Amazon FBA business. It's the first step of your e-commerce, of your brand business. This is where you need to shift your mindset. Okay. If you want to be in this arena for a long time. Okay. This is something I've learned. I have learned the hard way of not building a brand right away on our Amazon stores. I shouldn't say right away, but not within the first year or two, and just kind of letting products fizzle and having products in 23 different niches, and it just becoming too much, where we should have just focused on one brand, one niche, especially after a year or two, right? Once we find that product, yes, our first 3 products may be in different niches because we're trying to figure out what works, what we like to do, what we want to be passionate about, everything like that. That's fine. But in the future, for the long-term sake, we need to be building something in the same arenas. That way we can build brand awareness. We can get customers, the customers who like our first product eventually will be on our email list, will be on our social media following us. And guess what? When we launch product 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they're going to be buying that product because they like our brand. And guess what? There's, say, 6 months later, there's tons of copycats on Amazon trying to get a piece of your pie. Well, that doesn't matter anymore because people know your brand. And so people are willing to pay that. Why do you think people pay for Apple products? They're like 3 times more expensive than the other products out there, like PC and stuff like that. But still, people line up at stores, wait and camp out to buy that product. Why? Brand. So they don't have to worry about some copycat, which there are already copycats out there, but it doesn't affect them at all. They still charge full price and their margins are beautiful. That's what we need to think about down the line. And then guess what? We can use that cash flow as well to start building our website, using that money to start advertising to that website, to get our products on Amazon, not on Amazon, but on our website, whether it's a Shopify store or whatever it may be, and use that to start building out social media channels, use that to start affiliate programs on your website, so people start, influencers, how big that market is, start selling your products for you. Again, depending on your niche, everybody's roadmap is going to look different depending on your type of brand, your product category, everything like that. But these are the things you should be thinking about eventually. So we're using Amazon to get that cash flow to start building out a real brand presence. And then we start getting customer lists. We can start email marketing them. Again, Facebook ads, things like that. And, this starts to build out and exponentially grow, where you're starting to get more presence, where people are starting to organically search for you. One of the coolest things ever when I started, digging into more of the brand side was one of our Amazon brands was pretty big and growing. And I went on Google Keyword Planner, where you can actually see what people search on there. And it wasn't a lot. It was like 10 to 20 people per month, but we're searching for our brand. And I thought that, that's when the bell clicked of like, okay, this is much bigger than just the Amazon FBA business. How do I protect my margins for the long term? How do I get customers that buy and buy and buy over and over again? Buy product 2, buy product 3, buy product 4, all that good stuff. Well, this is how we do it. We build a brand, we build a brand presence, and then we get them on our customer list, and we just use Amazon as a cash flow tool. And Amazon's going to be a big part of this. It's just big. It's not going away anywhere, but you just can't, if you want to be here long term, you just can't think about Amazon FBA. It's got to be bigger than that. Okay. It's, and I even hate talking about this a little bit because, you should just focus on Amazon FBA at first and then think about the brand. But I think you guys are smart enough. I think you can handle this and it won't be too overwhelming to overthink that. Because even I get overwhelmed. It's like, okay, I'm going to start this Amazon FBA. What's my brand going to look like? When should I start that? All that good stuff. It is overwhelming even to me. So if you're overwhelmed with it, fine. But just know that this is, you start thinking about it, start setting yourself up, you know, making sure that you have a brand name that, you know, down the line when you're product 2, product 3, like, how can I make this into a brand? What are my working steps? And then over time, you know, this thing will start to come out naturally. So that's what I really want to talk about is, don't start Amazon FBA businesses. Start a brand, start an e-commerce business, start a private label business. Okay. Start your own private label business, start your own e-commerce brand. And I say those with interchangeable words because they essentially mean the same thing, right? E-commerce, you're selling stuff online, things like that. Private label is where you're actually branding products of your own, is what we're doing. Start your own brand, private label, same freaking thing, right? And where Amazon FBA business is just using Amazon and building it's just on Amazon, right? We're bigger than that. We're going to use Amazon as a tool. We're going to use their millions of customers to get our cash flow, start to rank up, use their strategies we know to get on Amazon and kind of leverage that cash, those customers, everything like that. And then we're going to start moving off that, right? Really cool is when you start getting Amazon customers into your website customers. That's when things are really changing. And when you can diversify sales channels, that's when you're really protected, and you can really protect those price margins, and you can not have to just count on Amazon where they can just take your account away one day if they decide about it. So, you know, again, using Amazon, leverage them, build a brand, build private label, diversify sales channels. And that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to say is we need to start thinking this way. You know, if you're just starting your business, this could be overwhelming, but again, this is the way we're going. This is the way you want to go. If you want to start a 6-month business, just get some cash flow, fine. Put a generic product on Amazon if you find a great one, but don't expect it to work past that. Okay. Because it's just the way things are going, the things we need to do to sell for the long term. And this is just from personal experience of selling for years. We need to think about these things. That's one of my biggest regrets was not selling just around one product niche and expanding to 20 different product niches, and it just becoming overwhelming, and we have nothing to show for it, and our business was worth nothing when we would try to resell it. Because, you know, people who buy Amazon businesses and buy brands, they don't care. They don't care about the metrics so much. They care about the brand. They want a product line. They want a customer base. And so when we showed them our account that had 20 different products on it, but we're all over the place, they didn't want it. No one wanted it. But when my friend in Amazon FBA, you know, just sold his business, they wanted it because he had a brand. He thought about these things, and he sold it for millions. And I won't say his name, but you probably know of him in the space as well. But that's it, guys. That's all I want to say. I hope this kind of shifts your mindset of what an Amazon FBA business isn't and is, and what you should really be labeling yourself as a business owner. Not an Amazon FBA business owner, but a private label owner, a brand owner, an e-commerce owner. Okay. So I really hope this helped. Make sure you guys subscribe, check out my other, again, Amazon FBA. I still know a buttload about that. And so feel free to check out those videos of how to leverage Amazon FBA to get that cash flow to start building a brand, everything like that. So I hope this helped. Again, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this video down in the comments. If it is helpful, if you thought it was stupid, again, let me know. I'm not too sensitive, but again, just don't make fun of me too much is what I'm trying to say. But otherwise, guys, we'll talk to you on the next one. Have a good day. Bye.